What is up, light fighters and fellow war nerds? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Light Fighters Anonymous, a page shamelessly focused around light infantry tactics and stuff like that. Today though, we got something a little bit different for you. I've been getting some requests about some EDC stuff, some everyday carry, not electric daisy carnival. If you are a raver and you click this video on mistake, you click away now, I am sorry.
There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. Think it's time we stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
No, we are talking about everyday carry or EDC items. I obviously am a Boy Scout, or was a Boy Scout at one point, and it's good to be prepared. That is our motto. So obviously we carry a couple items on us all the time, or usually, to be prepared for the day. So somebody asked, what do I carry day-to-day basis? And I figure I'll go ahead and take some time to answer that question. Now, I am not a pro, and I apologize, but I have been carrying a bunch of gizmos and gadgets long enough to form a pretty strong opinion, so bear with me here. My first opinion is designed to stir some heads. Now, your pocket knife. Now, this is probably not a pocket knife. I know, this is my SE5 that I keep saying is stupid. I still love it, but it is stupid, it's too big. Your knife, guys, your pocket knife is probably dumb. And I'm talking about specifically those very fancy pocket knives, those Striders and those Kin Onion design blades and those custom Montana Knife Company knives that are super expensive. If you've got a folding knife and it costs more than $300, you're an asshole. All right, what you have, you don't have a knife. You've got a little art piece you like carrying around and showing off in your pocket and showing off to people. It's like a status symbol. There's no reason to have a $300 folding knife, okay? Especially because, like, if I ask to borrow your knife because I'm cutting boxes and I say, hey man, can I borrow a knife? You're gonna tell me no, okay? So what good is it? It's not a tool anymore, it's an art piece, and if you're carrying around art instead of a tool when you need a tool, you might like boys, who knows? What I recommend you carry, guys, is a small fixed blade knife. I carry this SE Azula. I've carried it forever. It is a nice small knife. It's big enough and it's sharp enough to do 99% of any task I need a knife for, including tearing down boxes. It's also incredibly durable and it's very cheap. So if I lose it or break it or hand it to some retard, I'm not supposed to say that. If I hand it to somebody who's not supposed to, I don't trust with it, and they lose it, so be it. I can get a new one, and they're easy to find. I think the SE Azula is great, and I carry it, in this little horizontal slidey holster. Again, I keep that midline. Now, for all you jiu-jitsu bros and all you defensive fighting guys, yeah, it's midline because that's the most defensible position, and if you need to get to your tools coming midline in a shrimp or in a defensive position is where you'll find your tools, okay, and that's good. Now, I'm never going to fight with a knife. A knife is not a fighting implement. It is for cutting and for toolage, all right? I've got different weapons and stuff to mitigate the fight. But aside from that, guys, if you are carrying a $300 pocket knife, you are an asshole. You should probably just be carrying a small fixed blade that is cheap, or get yourself one of these very useful Milwaukee fastbacks with a disposable razor blade, and if you're extra cool, you can get the one with the screwdriver. This is what I carry when I'm usually at work because it doesn't draw too much attention. Instead of having a horizontal carry fixed blade knife on my belt line, when I'm around more gentle company, you can carry this just deep in your pocket, and it's a perfectly good knife. It's actually better than having a $300 folder because those things are more art than they are tools. All right, so I hope that pissed enough people off, and let's get on to some more meat and potatoes. Your tactical flashlight is fucking dumb too. Here's my tactical flashlight. I love it as well. I bought it, and I'm a little cheap, so I buy the stream lights instead of the Surefires or the mod lights, but not an O-light because they'll explode in your mouth and kill you. Look it up, that actually happened. But I got this little stream light, but this is a dumb flashlight. It is too damn bright, one, and it's too damn big. So if I'm carrying around this thing, it's basically be a cop. If anybody's gonna carry around this thing in their pocket all day long, like what are you afraid of, the dark or something? Come on. So I am much bigger fan of the smaller form factor lights for a daily basis. And what I really do like, and I'm actually carrying it right now, is the Streamlight Micro Stream. And this is the USB model, but they also have the AAA model. This one recharges. Now this one provides a useful amount of like maybe 60 lumens of light, okay? When you need a flashlight during the day, you don't need a 50,000 candela beam that punches 150 meters through the fog to your backyard, okay? That's nice when you need it, but that's not what you need when you're trying to find a screw in your engine bay or trying to find the plug under the desk, all right? If you punch out 50,000 candela under the desk at your day job, you're an asshole, okay? Nobody cares. You're just showing off your mod light at that point, and it's not impressive. This little guy, this little functional flashlight is really all you need. When it's dark out, you can find things, and that's what you need a flashlight for. Remember, it's dark half of the time, all the time. In some places, like my garage, it's dark all the time. Another thing I like about this flashlight is it's got this little sweet hat clip, so if you're really spiffy, you can go hands-free with this little guy, just like that. And it's like, I wear a hat a lot. I wear a hat at work. I wear a hat when I'm not at work. So I love this little flashlight. It's a functional amount of light. I at one point bought this Amazon piece of crap, and I thought it was going to be cool because it had a little green laser in there, and lasers are great for fucking with your friends. And I was going to have fun with that, but then I realized that the controls and the buttons on this flashlight specifically are terrible. So the laser button is on off, that's great, but this next button, if you press it once, well, that just checks the battery. Okay, well, I pressed it once and checked the battery. Press it once again, still checking the battery. You got to double tap it to turn it on, kind of stupid. And then it turns on at 1,000 lumens. Holy shit. I don't need 1,000 lumens pretty much ever unless I'm trying to win a gunfight. In this case, it's already attached to my gun. I'm losing targets. Don't worry about that. This guy, and then sort of get to my lower level of lights, what this thing does offer is you got to push it and hold it again. So to turn it on, you got to double click it, and then you got to push it and hold it and wait, turn down, 4 modes. Terrible light. I'm telling you guys, get simple stuff and it just makes your life easy. It's a little light that just works, okay? On to the next thing that's gonna piss everybody off. Give me some comments. I think your Leatherman is dumb. If you are one of those guys that carries a Leatherman, I am sorry. Leathermans are like the pistols of weapons. They suck at everything you need them to do, but they do a little bit of everything you need them to do. Yes, it's pliers. Yes, it's got a screwdriver. Yes, it's got a knife. All of them suck. And in a bind, yes, this is an okay tool to have if you have nothing else. But the whole purpose of being prepared is to have the right tools. So if you're gonna carry some tools on a daily basis, which again, I don't, I keep some in this little pouch, so I just keep in my backpack. I recommend having some really smart tools. A good set of Knipex pliers is much better and much more efficient to use than those shitty Leathermans. And then you can get some real simple little drivers that will much more efficiently drive driver bits and all sorts of stuff that you may run into if you find yourself needing tools on a daily basis. Again, the most people that need tools on a daily basis work around big tools, like so they got tools on their truck and stuff like that. But if you're gonna carry a small little Leatherman, I advise you to consider carrying a nicer set of pliers or something else because they kind of suck. Sorry. All right, finally, what else do I actually have in my pockets here today, which I usually carry on a daily basis? I've got an empty mag. That's because I was walking out to the garage to my ammo. A Sharpie. I carry a Sharpie all the time. That's probably because I'm a paramedic and it comes out of habit because I just write notes on my gloves and I can write some patient information down. But I also like just carrying them around because you never know when you're gonna find yourself needing to write something. And Sharpies write on just about everything, although it be semi-permanent. So I do carry a Sharpie. It can also be used as a fighting implement if you're a weirdo like that and you plan for things like that. But I don't carry a Sharpie to fight with, no. Wallet, and of course, the most advanced piece of digital communication device on the planet, a cell phone on the wallet, guys. It's 2024. It is very easy to steal this little tap data off these. So get an RFID protected wallet. You don't have to pay $65 for a fancy Ridge wallet. You can just get a nice, cheap, affordable one off Amazon that blocks RFID, and it works just fine. Okay, on to the big one, guys, and you know this is probably what's grabbing everybody's attention. My gats. I'm carrying on this leather shoulder holster, and it has received some attention in my previous videos. It is made by Craft Holsters. That answers your question. I believe the actual holster is Galco. I think Craft is using that product, but I don't know. Yes, I carry it with a light and a dot on my Glock 34. Let me disarm myself real quick. Got it. So yes, I carry a Glock 34 because pistols suck to fight with. And I'm pretty much a bad pistol shot, and that's just the fact of the matter. I don't shoot these things enough. So I want a biggest one that absorbs the most recoil. The bigger ones are easy to shoot, believe it or not. And then I want a ton of capacity. So I carry the 9mm, the Glock 34. This is a Gen 4. And then I carry with a red dot on it because red dots are easier to shoot than iron sights, okay? If you, like John Correa said, if you carry with just iron sights now, you are gun Amish, okay? The red dot sight game is very good. There's no reason to be worried about your red dot sight going down. And even if it does go down, we've got high sights, or you can just shoot the tube if you're not a fucking rookie. This is a pretty simple stuff. So red dot always, and then always a flashlight on your primary, guys. Again, it's dark 50% of the time, all of the time. So I carry a nice high lumen. Now this one's the bright one, a high lumen flashlight, so I can see my target, because you have to first see and identify before you can go killing things, okay? You don't want to shoot your buddy, you don't want to shoot a family member, you don't want to shoot your dog, okay? So being able to see your target and identify your target is crucial. And that's why on a defensive handgun, I always encourage you to have the flashlight on there, okay? It's not that much of a package. This is a 34, this is already a massive handgun, and I'm sticking a light on there, and I carry this all day, every day. Now, on my shoulder gats, I carry a couple reloads. I don't usually carry a spare mag. I'm bad about that. I would encourage you to, if you carry a handgun, I'd encourage you to carry a reload. But if you can't, I understand. It's just another piece of the puzzle. This one has 2 mags on it. I wish I could take one of these mags out and switch it with a tourniquet, because I actually don't carry any med gear on me. I'm actually a paramedic by trade, and therefore with my medical gear, I'm kind of like a fairy. I sprinkle that stuff a little bit everywhere, but I don't actually carry any on me. Having the knowledge and the ability to act and the willingness to act is so much more important than having the right equipment ready to act. I have seen bleeds. I know I'm gonna get flamed for this. I have seen bleeds stopped with people's belts before. I've seen it happen, okay? I have people come into the trauma table in surgery and their bleeding has been stopped by a bystander's belt, and it's worked. No, belts are not good tourniquets. Don't use a belt for a tourniquet, but I've seen it work. So again, you don't have to carry medical gear on you all the time to be able to help somebody in a medical scenario. Now, back to the blaster. The other thing is, you guys are asking about the shoulder holster. No, I do not carry around outside in a shoulder holster. The only appropriate place to carry, and I will fight you about this, the only appropriate place to carry a defensive handgun when concealed is appendix inside the waistband. Whoop. Okay, that is where I carry all the time when I'm out in public. Do not open carry your firearm in public. That is only appropriate for police officers, really, I'd say, and really because they generally have backup. I would encourage anyone, if they don't have a friend who's also open carrying or many friends who are also open carrying, never open carry. You are not being a deterrent, you are a liability. You are not impressing anyone, you are reducing your tactical advantage if anything were to kick off, okay? So, appendix inside the waistband concealed, I think is the best way to carry a defensive handgun. Now, some of you guys, I know I can hear it already, you're gonna be like, oh, well, appendix inside the waistband is not comfortable for me. And I'm sorry, you know what I'm gonna say. Lose some fucking weight. Deal with it, I'm sorry. This is the best place to carry your defensive handgun. Now, belt line inside the waistband is the way to go. Now, if you can't carry it here and you won't carry it here, it's better to have a gun on you somewhere than not one at all. So if you've got to move it around to the side, I completely understand. Small of the back carry is asking for trouble. If you need to defend yourself and protect your head in a fight, your hands are up here or they're protecting your core down here, all right? It's gonna be a whole nother motion to reach back here for a weapon, and it's a big broadcasted stroke. Everyone kind of knows what this does. You do the Paul Blart Mall Cop. Everyone knows, oh, that guy looks like he's going for a fucking gun. So guys, appendix inside the waistband is the right answer for defensive concealed carry. I'm sorry, and I will fight you over this. This is just the best place to carry it. It's the only place you should carry it, and if you will carry it this way. Other than that, guys, I hope I've rolled some fucking heads today and pissed a few people off. I'm sure that's done it. I don't know what else I need to get on EDC. I really don't carry that much stuff, guys. I'd like to have a tourniquet on this rig. I'd like to have a little bit of med gear close by, but again, I'm not gonna strap a trauma pouch to my ankle like the guy from Wilson Combat. Calm down, Batman. We're just trying to get through our day here and not have any problems. All right, guys, I hope this was useful and fun and entertaining, guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Rock on, stay sharp.